Welcome and thank you for joining Lesedi Television News. I am Thabang Mitsimabe. First, let's take a look at stories making headlines. The Ministry of Finance raises concerns over money laundering risks in key sectors. Maize and Wheat Millers Association of Botswana calls for fair competition conditions. And BoFinet calls for local data hosting to strengthen data protection. And in our first story, the Ministry of Finance has raised concerns over money laundering risks in key sectors while assuring that the threat of terrorist financing remains low. This follows a national risk assessment briefing held in Gaborone recently.
The Ministry of Finance says financial institutions, real estate companies and security firms are the most vulnerable to money laundering activities. Officials highlighted that these sectors face high exposure due to the scale and nature of transactions involved. However, under the terrorist financing risk assessment, the ministry noted that the risk remains generally low, citing existing controls as effective. Authorities say they will continue strengthening oversight and working with stakeholders to address vulnerabilities.
The ministry says efforts are ongoing to tighten regulations and safeguard the country's financial system. And as we continue, the Maize and Wheat Millers Association of Botswana has expressed concerns over businesses that obtain manufacturing license but instead import finished products for repackaging. Speaking at a press conference in Gaborone recently, the association said the practice creates unfair competition on retail shelf prices against companies that hold milling licenses and produce locally. Botswana is continuing to strengthen its digital infrastructure through major projects led by Botswana Fiber Networks BoFinet. The company is championing local data hosting as a key step towards improving data security, accessibility, and support government and business services. Central to its efforts in the Central to this effort is the Digital Delta Data Center, launched in November 2025 to provide secure local data storage and drive the country's digital transformation. The initiative is expected to boost service reliability, protect national data, and support economic growth across Botswana.
Since our inception, BoFinet has built a national fiber backbone from 6,000 kilometers to more than 13,700 kilometers to date. That connects all major towns and many border points. BoFinet has also invested in West Africa Cable System, commonly known as WACS, at a 4.5% shareholding, as well as East Africa Submarine System, commonly known as EASY, with 4% shareholding. This cables provides us with direct internet connectivity to Europe and the world. A major milestone in our journey is the establishment of the Digital Delta Data Center that we are in today, also known as the DDDC. This is an Uptime Institute Tier 3 certified carrier-neutral data center, meaning it is open to all licensed operators and cloud services providers without discrimination. It is secure, modern, and built to international standards. DDDC represents BoFinet's entry into data center services as a new commercial product line and a key step in our digital transformation journey.
Police in Francistown are investigating a case in which a fire broke out at Francistown Senior Secondary School over the weekend.
The blaze gutted the school kitchen on Saturday night but did not disrupt learning. School head Mfanya Nantaise says the fire was first spotted by the night watchman, who quickly raised the alarm.
What transpired Saturday between 11 and 12. One of our gatekeepers, he immediately reported the fire. Baba never in less than 15 minutes. So, Ronarta or 12 maybe like a kid for now. re ka tlhalosa gore mollo go se fekeng ka gore go na le ba ba tlileng go dira ditlhotlhomiso concerning that.
Meanwhile, the school has made alternative arrangements to continue preparing meals for students as investigations continue. And we take a look at what is happening beyond our borders. Ugandan authorities have arrested more than 200 foreign nationals in a nationwide crackdown on illegal migration. Officials say the individuals may be linked to human trafficking and cyber scam activities. Investigations are underway to determine the identities of the victims and perpetrators.
Ugandan authorities say they have uncovered suspected networks of exploitation following the detention of 231 foreign nationals in Kampala and northern regions. Immigration officials say the individuals were found without valid travel documents, including passports or national identification, rendering them inadmissible under immigration laws. Immigration spokesperson Simon Peter Mundei says the suspects did not enter the country as a group, but arrived individually before allegedly forming organized clusters linked to illegal activity. Authorities say investigations are ongoing to establish the full extent of the operations, including identifying victims, facilitators, and individuals residing in the country illegally.
And in sport, Gaborone United are champions of the FNB Premiership once again, and they sealed the title without kicking a ball. Although they fell 2-0 to Traffic in Francistown, the results had no impact on the title race as Jwaneng Galaxy dropped points in goalless draw against Swa Flamingos, confirming GU as champions.
Gaborone United may have fallen on the night the bigger picture was already settled. The money-making machine had done enough securing the league crown with games to spare as their closest rivals failed to keep pace. Galaxy's stalemate handed GU the title, locking them on top and out of reach. But in Francistown, Traffic FC had their own story to tell. Two crucial goals powered Machimenyenga to a 2-0 victory, a result that lifted them out of relegation danger and reignited their survival hopes. A measured response from GU head coach Sean Connor, knowing the ultimate prize was already secured. For Traffic, it was a night of relief and belief. For Gaborone United, a moment of pride and confirmation. Different outcomes, different emotions, but one clear conclusion: Gaborone United are champions once again. Takuzwa Chigura, Lesedi Television News, Francistown.
And that brings us to the end of our news bulletin on Lesedi Television. From me, Thabang Mitsimabe, and the rest of the news team, thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of Lesedi Television's programming. The weather report, as supplied by Meteorological Services, follows.